Hey everybody, this is Tyler Franklin with Elevated Ag Systems. I was calling on a farmer the other day and he asked me what brand I was selling, and I told him Axis, AXIS. And this guy's been planting it for the past 4 or 5 years, and he says, well, isn't that all the same as DeKalb? And it really shocked me because he should have already understood the Axis brand and the seed business, as much seed as this particular farmer purchases. But it reminded me that not everybody knows the story, and so if you don't understand the story, it's hard to see the value. And again, how are you making your decisions if you don't understand what's behind it? So really, when it comes to corn, it's really only 4 main players in the marketplace. You have Bayer, Corteva, BASF, and Syngenta. You've got some smaller players that are out there, but some of these companies don't have their own in-house brand. Some of them license products. Some of them have their own in-house brand like DeKalb or Channel or Pioneer, but they also license products. The breeder's job is to breed new products and get as much out into the marketplace as possible. There's a marketing team and CEOs that sit down and figure out which products go into which pot, whether it's a brand or whether it's in the licensing business. A lot of people will say that, oh, well, you get the scraps of what DeKalb and Channel don't get. Well, I can promise you firsthand that there's a lot of products that are winning here in Virginia over top of DeKalb and Channel. So if the products were inferior, why are they performing so well? A lot of the separation is because you've got independent companies operating the Axis brand, and they're able to pick and choose what products they put in the bag at each individual IRC. So if Axis Texas thought the best hybrid was coming from BASF, he has complete freedom to choose that. If the Axis franchise in California thought the best hybrid for his area and his customers was coming from Syngenta. So Axis here in Virginia is operated through Tidewater Seed in Maryland, and they have the exclusive rights to the Axis brand in 6 states. And so they're able to pick and choose what hybrids they want to put in the Axis bag and sell. There's nobody pushing products, specifically not from a Midwest standpoint. And what performs well here is often a lot of times different than what does well in the Midwest. And that's why the main brands and the licensing businesses like Axis can differentiate themselves. I'm involved in research, so I'm loyal to this brand because I get to see these products before they're commercialized. We get to test them and study them and then decide if it goes in a bag or not. If it doesn't perform or offer value to our customers, it doesn't go in our bag. So one thing that really irks me is when a farmer says that, it's all the same stuff, it's just in a different bag. And if you have a widely licensed hybrid that performs well over the whole country, yeah, you can have the same product in a different bag. But there's so many hybrids out there, so many soybean varieties out there, that's not the case often. I have somebody told me the other day that every brand out there has a good hybrid, and I would really agree with that. But I'd also say that there are a ton of brands out there that have average products in their portfolio at best across the board. There's a lot of products that go into the marketplace that are below average performers, and they're being planted. One thing you'll get to build faith in with the Axis brand is everything in your region's catalog. So everything in the Tidewater Seed catalog has been specifically chosen by somebody local. And so you're going to find, whether it's a 98-day corn or a 119-day silage corn, that is very consistent and reliable year after year. When Tidewater Seed decides to cull a product, it's because there's something better we decided for area farmers. And so whether it was an advantage like drought tolerance or better grain quality. Whatever the reason was for culling was made locally, and it was made because it brings more value and profit to the farmer's bottom line. That's the brand that Axis brings to the table. It's not all the same. There's a lot of differences out there. And in a year where things are extremely tight, it's very important that farmers are making the best investment possible that brings them the most profit. This year, 10, 15, 20 bushels per acre might be the profit. And it's very easy for me to see that differential between products that are in the marketplace at a large scale. If I can help in any way, let me know.